Come join me in trying to design a brand from scratch. But I know nothing about designing a brand. Let's try this. Hello world, my name is Ivana and I'm a front-end web developer. I decided to pivot to graphic and web design in the beginning of 2023. Now I want to practice my design skills and build on top of them, which this video is about. I will be designing a chocolate brand from scratch based on a tutorial video from another YouTuber called Abiconic. Let's do this. All right, we're at the computer right now and we're gonna start designing this chocolate brand. I am excited, so let's start with turning on Abby's video, seeing what she has to tell us. Take it away, Abby.
So in this video, I am actually making my very own chocolate brand, something that I have never done before.
I've never done this before either, so.
We are back in the design chair today. I am ready to get started, ready to get stuck in, and I feel like I should be eating chocolate whilst designing this chocolate brand, but trying to eat healthy, so maybe that's not a good idea. Let's start off with the brand overall. So
let's start with the brand overall. So let's open up Notion, write projects, and then the project name, chocolate brand. Okay, let's go.
I have been having a look at what sort of target audience I want and what people I want to attract for this brand. So mine is geared towards women aged around 18 to 35. So this brand is going to be based all around desire, attraction, empowerment, and passion.
Right, okay. So I feel like I want to make a luxurious brand, luxurious feel to the brand. The target audience should be obviously adults. I want good ingredients to be obvious in the branding.
So this leads me on to coming up with a name. So I've been brainstorming and trying to come up with something that would work for this brand. So what do we feel about the name Nibble? I really like this because it refers back to sort of eating that chocolate, putting that thought in your head around eating, and then you've actually got that sexual desire of nibbling on someone's ear.
Okay, so I have this website that I can open called namelix.com and select the name style. So I'm just gonna go with auto, and how random should it be? Let's go with medium, chocolate bars, and let's look at some suggestions. Right, I don't like any of these so far. They don't sound very... this chrome bar sounds interesting. They don't sound very luxurious to me, so... I really liked how this chocolate collab looked, but no. I think finally I found it. Yes, Aroma Choco. That sounds really nice to me and has very nice sound. Looks good, aroma and choco, and it combines like good taste and good smell for that nice feeling of when eating chocolate. All right, let's update the Notion with the name of the brand, Aroma Choco. Yes.
So name is done, we know exactly what this brand is going to be about. So now we are going to create a mood board together. So I haven't put anything together yet. Normally I would have a look for Pinterest boards and get an idea, but we're going to do this together and see what direction I'm going to take this brand in.
All right, so Abby now creates a whole mood board, and I'm just going to show you, obviously, my process of creating a mood board. If you want to see her whole video, I'm going to link it down below in the description. I really liked several of these Pinterest designs. Let's look at... Yeah, there are so many colorful ones, so many like with the luxurious feel, so many with more playful feel. All right, Well, it's finally time to open up Illustrator and start creating the mood board, right? Let's name the file. Okay, create. And I've made my mood board like Abby did in her video with the 9 squares that looked fine to me. So I thought I'd use this. Save your file, guys. Don't forget to save your file. So, okay, this artboard is called mood board. Right, let's gather up the pictures for the mood board. Right, I really liked this one because of all the swirls. I wanted to create something like this, maybe with gold engraving. This one I really like the colors and the shapes. It had cocoa bean in there. This one was gorgeous. I really like this illustration. This one looked very elegant to me, luxurious. This one was my favorite so far. There's so many good ones on Pinterest. And so finally, for the final item, I decided to add the aroma of the Aroma Choco brand. And so I decided to use this coffee.
I'm really excited after putting this mood board together to get on with the main logo. So I am gonna type out Nibble. This is how I start all of my projects. I basically find different fonts and then go through them and try and pick out my favorite and then just go from there.
Right, okay, so let's create a new artboard and write out Aroma Choco. And
so as I stated in my mood board, I really want to find some really nice sans serif typefaces because I feel like this is just gonna be really nice and plain, so all my packaging and illustrations can definitely do the talking.
All right, well, okay, we're getting to the typography, which is a very long process. All right, so for choosing a typeface for this brand, I need to go and look at different sites for fonts to choose a good typeface. And I checked Pinterest first because of my mood board. I thought maybe a more Art Nouveau font might fit into the luxurious feel that I was looking for. I was looking at some of the Art Nouveau fonts on Pinterest. I really liked one, and then I opened Google Fonts, obviously, to search for something interesting in there. Didn't really find anything super fancy, and so I went to FontShare. They also have very nice fonts in there. I found it recently. They have many sans serif fonts, many serif fonts, and there was one that caught my eye. This one called Bonnie. Another one that I liked a lot from the same place is this Clash Display. Then I opened this Free Faces because, I don't know, there are some interesting in there, but I decided against it. I later downloaded these fonts and installed them on my computer. And I'm probably gonna post like a short tutorial on how to install fonts for Windows because Windows is what I use. But in Abby's video, she's trying out the title of the name of the brand in different typefaces, how it looks. And so I'm doing the same here. I am trying it out with the Bonnie font, the Clash Display font. I had other fonts on my computer. The third one is Edensor. And then Jost is one where the A is very triangular. I really like this. Then Montserrat is one of my favorite, maybe everyone's favorite font, I don't know. And then Righteous. And then the last one I got from Adobe Fonts called Martlet Display or something like this. And then I started separating the fonts that I liked and removing the ones that I don't think would fit. and the Art Nouveau font called Bon, or Art Nouveau looking fonts didn't make the cut. In the end, that's how it turned out, what I might say. And so I finally decided to go with this Marlet display font. It looked most like a chocolate or like something chocolatey, coffee aroma to me. And so a tip that Abby gives in her videos is to make the logotype different in some way. And so I decided to make these, the O's look like cocoa beans a little bit, but I don't know if it turned out well. I went with Clash Display just to check if I can do something with it, and I honestly liked that one more. It's a very modern typeface, so I guess that I liked it better because of this. I don't know. Tried to play a little bit with the C's, put some dots inside the O's that reminded me of like coffee beans or cocoa beans. I went to search for actual cocoa beans photos for references, and then I was thinking maybe I can put a cocoa bean inside the C. I tried to make it look good, but I don't think it turned out very well, so I gave up. And then after I did that try, I decided to also try just another way of representing the logotype. And so I was thinking maybe some of the letters will have these small bites in them, that's probably used too much anyway. So in the end, I didn't really liked it, and I scraped that idea as well. Then I just put the two logotypes with the two different typefaces on two different artboards just to check, just to compare how they look. And so I really liked the one with the Clash display font, so I just kept that. And now it's time for choosing the color scheme. I had a bit of a hard time with this because I just didn't know what a good color scheme is for chocolate brands, but I decided first on this brownish color and this cream color. They really I really liked how they looked together, and so I just clicked on the others, the other colors as much as possible to match it with something, and then copied the color scheme into Illustrator. And this is something that Abby's doing in her video. She's presenting the logo in different color schemes, different color combinations, the logo type and the logo mark. And then therefore I decided to create a logo mark as well. Again, I went with the C letter from Choco and tried to do something with it because that looked the most interesting that I could work into something. First I tried it as a coffee bean, but I don't know, it looked weird. It just looked weird to me. So I scraped that idea, and then I went back to the cocoa bean idea, and I decided to go with that again and use that as a logo mark. And so the shape of the cocoa bean is a bit weird, so I had to reference it. And then I created these lines that are actually on the photos, they're just indentations in the cocoa beans or whatever. So I don't know if they looked realistic. I decided to go with this as logo mark. I quickly redid these lines that are like indentations in the cocoa bean, because in the first one they looked like hairs, which probably looked a bit weird. So I decided to change them a little bit. And then I was looking for some photos of coffee and chocolate that I could implement into the visuals, so that the brand can come to life. I had a really hard time finding good photos that would contrast well. So I had to use multiple types of blending modes, as you can see. So after everything was done, I thought choosing some mockups and present the brand with mockups would be a good idea. Obviously, it's always a good idea. I wasn't very inspired by the mockups, but since that's all I had, I chose free mockups because I don't have a subscription yet for any place where there are paid mockups. So I created a pattern from the logo mark, which I put on top of the packaging. And then a second packaging variation with some, I don't know, orange is what I like. I like dark chocolate with orange, so maybe other people would like it. I don't know. Then putting everything into the mockup. I don't know if anyone else has problems with this, but it's so time consuming for me. I don't know why. Maybe I will get used to it eventually when I learn more about design. And yeah, this is basically it. I really hope you liked everything that I did. If you did not, obviously, I want some constructive feedback. Please post it down below or DM me. And I don't know, I want to talk about it. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, what you liked, what you didn't like, where can I improve stuff. Obviously, I will continue to practice and to learn more. But yeah, see you in the next video then.